Tibet is a mysterious city located in the northern part of the Himalayas at an altitude of 16,000 feet above sea level. There are many questions as to why Tibet is banned. Its center, Lhasa, has long been off-limits to outsiders. Since then, the city has become known worldwide as a forbidden city. The area of Tibet is 12,17,298 square kilometers. It is bordered by Nepal and India to the north, and the Himalayas to the south. The other side of Tibet is surrounded by huge mountains. The average elevation of Tibet is about 15,000 feet above sea level. Surviving by fighting the harsh nature at such a height is a big challenge. The history of Tibet is closely related to the history of Buddhism in Tibet. Buddhism was introduced in Tibet under the patronage of the Tibetan rulers. Since the spread of this religion, a religion-centered culture has gradually developed in Tibet around 700 AD. A group called Nam A Isrong from the Yarlung Valley brought together various groups in the Tibetan plateau. In 629, his son Sagam Po built Tibet as a strong empire. It was during his reign that Buddhism first entered Tibet. In 1280, a religious teacher named Gro Megan chose combined religion and state in Tibetan Buddhist society. The main reason why Tibet is known as a forbidden city is its capital Lhasa. The word Lhasa means a land of God, or the abode of the gods. Tibetans travel hundreds of miles on foot from all parts of the Tibetan plateau to the Jokang temple in Lhasa. Lhasa is naturally located in an extremely inaccessible environment. There is a huge desert just 100 kilometers from Lhasa. The cruel and painful environment of the desert, 16,000 feet above sea level, has long kept this region isolated from the outside world. In the early days of the spread of Tibetan Buddhism, many Buddhist temples were built in Lhasa. The Chinese have repeatedly carried out armed attacks on peace-loving Tibetans over control of the region. The Chinese plundered the wealth of ordinary Tibetans and destroyed numerous temples in Lhasa without cause. The British also made several attempts to occupy Tibet at that time. In response, the 13th Dalai Lama, Thub Bastangar Matso, declared a complete ban on the entry of people from the outside world into the city to prevent external aggression. The Dalai Lama of Tibet lived in the mysterious Potala Palace. The Dalai Lama appeared in 1391. Dalai Lama refers to the supreme spiritual leader of Tibet. Buddhist monks are called lamas in Tibet. Originally the word lama means principle, and the word Dalai means ocean of knowledge. That is, the meaning of the word Dalai Lama is the Lord of the Ocean of Knowledge. There are numerous mountains and caves scattered all over Tibet. Buddhist priest lamas live in those mountain caves. There is no end to the mystery and speculation about the caves of Tibet. Tibet or Lhasa has not been accessible to people for a long time, due to the remote environment, strictness of lamas, and tourist ban. Tibet is like an unknown world isolated from the world. Emperor Sajan Po is the founder of Lhasa, the capital of Tibet. In 641 AD, the emperor filled a large reservoir and established palaces and temples. Inside various temples in Tibet, large lamps made of gold are lit with butter. There is also said to be a lamp weighing 4,000 short. Religion occupies an important place as Tibetans are very religious. Since the 13th century, they have respected the Lama the most. Tibetans believe that the Dalai Lama is an incarnation of Buddha. They believe that whenever someone is anointed as Dalai Lama, the spirit of Lord Buddha appears in him. The process of selecting the Dalai Lama is also quite mysterious and exciting. Tibetans have a unique way of electing the Dalai Lama, or leader. In Tibetan tradition, one's body is not cremated immediately after death. Their strong belief is that even after death the soul roams the mundane realm. And until the soul leaves the worldly realm, they keep the body in their house. When a lama dies, the lamas sit on the shore of a lake east of Lhasa to meditate. In meditation, the lama saw the reflection of a cave floating on the clear water of the lake, with a small house beside it. The Grand Lama will paint the picture of the new Dalai Lama through his miraculous experience. Then some lamas divided into small groups and went to different parts of Tibet in search of the child avatar. They went from house to house in Tibet trying to find the exact child in that picture. And this is how the new Dalai Lama is found.